3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Jackson now. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson completes it to Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And their Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check out! Try 40! I'm coming!
The first carry now. This is Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check out! 240!
Back to 59. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Luck. Complete to Hilton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Check out! 540!
Check, you know it. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Luck. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
I got you. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Let's go!
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Jackson. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come on. Switch. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
11.
Back, check, 59.
Back to throw, Love. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's our field. It's our field.
Here's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Check 27. Eyes on 27.
Check out. 5, 6, and 5.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. He's got Jack Doyle. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not...
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Hey, come get some. He don't want it. Check 9, check 9. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Henry, 58. Come on. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Caught left side by Hilton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Block on 3rd down. Campbell making the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Luck now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Higgins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Running on 1st down with Ware. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Ravens' 13-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try the air now with Locke. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Colts 24, Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 29, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Jackson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Justin Houston, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Snead's got it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off of play action. Luck. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it with Williams. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run it with Williams. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Damian Williams His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. With his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Jackson on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
16 brings up 2nd down at the Colts 38-yard line.
Got it. Come on. 58. Come on. 65. 65. 65.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Jackson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, it's complete to Snead. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Caught here by Bell. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And play clock winding down here, and a timeout is called. Just their first of the half, so they'll talk this one over. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
What we got?
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Caught by Snead over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
That's taken on the 25. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Quick throw here to Hilton. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Williams. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Wide 40!
Touchdown, defense.
3rd and 2, Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and they haven't done it successfully. A penalty. As a result of that hit there.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Williams. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He's got jacked up. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week. But maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
36.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Over the middle here to Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 3rd down, Bell. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jackson operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
After the interception, it's Love. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Monday.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. On first down, it's Williams. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They run it again with Williams. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Check out. 380.
59.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again, it's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Situation. Let's go.
And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Check out. 290.
Come on.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, it's a hallelujah moment as they pick up their first win following 12 straight defeats. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside